You know what's smarter than buying a bike? Buying an engine that happens to come with a bike. Today, we're counting down 15 motorcycle engines with legendary longevity that outlast everything around them. And stick around because number one has been in continuous production for over 40 years with examples exceeding 200,000 miles. These aren't just reliable engines, these are power plants engineered to run forever when properly maintained. Number 15. The Suzuki GSX1200 engine, detuned Bandit version. Engine family, 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐑 cubic centimeters. Inline 4, this engine appeared in the Suzuki Bandit 1250 2007 to 2014, GSX 1250F, a 2010 to 2016, and earlier GSX1200 models in race-tuned form. Why it lasts? The Bandit version is detuned from the race-spec GSXR. Lower compression, less aggressive camshafts, and reduced redline mean lower stress. The inline 4 layout is inherently balanced. Suzuki built these engines to take abuse in racing, so the detuned version barely works at street speeds. Oil-cooled versions are especially durable. Quick one, if this list is saving you thousands, hit like, so we know to make part 2. The one killer weakness, the charging system. The stator and regulator rectifier can fail, especially if you ADD electrical accessories without upgrading the system. A failed charging system strands you and can fry the electrical components if ignored. Inspect the charging output regularly. Maintenance sensitivity, moderate. Change oil every 4,000 miles with quality synthetic. Check valve clearances every 15,000 miles. They rarely need adjustment, but check them. Replace the coolant every 2 years. Keep the charging system healthy. Do this and the engine runs forever. Example bikes, Suzuki Bandit 1250 used $4,000 to $6,000 for 2007 to 2014 models. GSX 1250 FA used $5,000 to $7,000 for 2010 to 2016 models. The race. Spec GSXR versions are less durable due to higher stress. Red flag checklist. Listen for rattling cam chain at idle. Check for blue smoke on deceleration, valve seals. Test the charging system output. Should be 13.5 to 14.5 volts at 2,000 RPM. Look for service records showing regular oil changes. Avoid bikes with unknown maintenance history. Number 14. The Honda CBR600F 4 engine. Engine family, ID 599 cubic centimeters, inline 4. This engine appeared in the Honda CBR 600 F4 1999 to 2006 and related models in slightly different tunes. Why it lasts? Honda engineered this engine for reliability, not peak power. The 5-valve per cylinder design improves cooling and efficiency. The inline 4 layout is balanced. Honda used conservative tuning. The engine makes less power than competitors, but lasts longer. The cooling system is robust. The oiling system is excellent. The one killer weakness, neglected valve adjustments. The valve clearances must be checked every 16,000 miles. If neglected, valves tighten and eventually damage the valve train. This is expensive to fix but easy to prevent. Maintain the valve clearances. Maintenance sensitivity, moderate to high. Oil changes every 4,000 miles. Valve checks every 16,000 miles. This is critical. Replace coolant every 2 years. The maintenance isn't complex, but it must be done on schedule. Skip nothing. Example bikes, Honda CBR 600 F4 used $2,500 to $4,500 for 1999 to 2006 models. These are budget sport bikes with legendary reliability when maintained. Red flag checklist. Check for valve tick. At idle, could indicate tight clearances. Look for oil leaks around valve cover. Test compression in all cylinders. Should be similar. Examine service records for valve adjustments. Avoid bikes with no maintenance history. Number 13. The Kawasaki KLR650 engine. Engine family ID 651 cubic centimeters single cylinder. This engine appeared in the Kawasaki KLR650 1987 to present, with minimal changes over decades. Why it lasts? Simplicity. One cylinder, basic fuel injection, or carburetor on older models, low compression, and minimal electronics. The engine is understressed for its displacement. The cooling system is adequate. Kawasaki designed this engine for third-world durability, where maintenance is irregular and fuel quality is questionable. The one killer weakness, the 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐑, the balancer chain. Tensioner uses a spring that can fail, allowing the balancer chain to jump teeth or break. This destroys the engine. Replacing the 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐑 with an upgraded version costs $100 to $200 and prevents catastrophic failure. Have you ever owned a bike with over 100,000 miles? Let us know in the comments. Maintenance sensitivity. Low. Change oil every 6,000 miles. Replace the 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐑 at 8,000 miles preventatively. Adjust valves every 15,000 miles. That's it. This engine tolerates neglect better than almost any other motorcycle engine. Example bikes. Kawasaki KLR650 used $2,000 to $4,500 for 1987 to 2018 models. New models run $7,000 to $8,000. These bikes run forever with minimal care. Red flag checklist. Listen for rattling from the balancer area. Indicates 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐑 failure. Check for oil leaks around head gasket. Look for excessive smoke. Single cylinders can burn oil. Verify the 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐑 has been replaced. Avoid bikes with unknown maintenance. Number 12. The Suzuki V-Strom 650 engine, 645cc V-twin. Engine family. ID 645 cubic centimeters, 90-degree V-twin. This engine appeared in the Suzuki V-Strom 650 2004 to present, SV650 1999 to present, and Gladius 2009 to 2015. Why it lasts? The 90-degree V-twin is inherently balanced. Suzuki tuned this engine conservatively. It makes a moderate power but low stress. The liquid cooling system is excellent. The oiling system is robust. Suzuki built this engine to run forever with basic maintenance. The one killer weakness? The stator. The charging system stator can fail on high-mileage bikes, especially if electrical accessories are added. A failed stator leaves you stranded and requires engine case opening to replace. Expensive labor. Test charging system. Output regularly. Maintenance sensitivity. Low to moderate. Oil changes every 6,000 miles. Valve checks every 15,000 miles. Clearances rarely need adjustment. Replace coolant every 2 years. Keep the charging system healthy. Basic maintenance in this engine never quits. Example bikes. Suzuki V-Strom 650 used $4,000 to $7,000 for 2004 to 2020 models. SV650 used $2,000 to $5,000 for 1999 to present. Gladius used $3,000 to $5,000 for 2009 to 2015. Red flag checklist. Test charging system output. 13.5 to 14.5 volts at 2,000 RPM. Listen for cam chain rattle at idle. Check for oil leaks around valve covers. Verify regular oil changes. Avoid bikes with modified electrical systems without charging upgrades. Number 11. The Honda Goldwing Flat. 6-engine, 1800cc. Engine family. The ID 1798 cubic centimeters, flat 6. This engine appeared in the Honda Goldwing 2018 to present in liquid-cooled form. Why it lasts? Honda engineering at its finest. The flat 6 configuration is perfectly balanced. The liquid cooling system is advanced with dual radiators. The oiling system is extensive with multiple oil galleries. Honda designed this engine for 200,000 plus miles. Low stress, excellent cooling, and robust construction combine for legendary longevity. The one killer weakness, neglected coolant maintenance. The complex cooling system with dual radiators, water pump, and thermostat requires regular coolant changes. Neglected coolant causes internal corrosion, which eventually leads to water pump failure or radiator issues. Change coolant every 2 years without exception. Maintenance sensitivity, moderate to high. Oil changes every 8,000 miles with synthetic oil. Valve checks every 16,000 miles by dealers. This is complex and expensive. Coolant changes every 2 years. The maintenance is straightforward but must be done correctly. Don't skip dealer service. Want engines that run forever? Subscribe and we'll keep them coming. Example bikes: Honda Gold. Wing Tour used $20,000 to $30,000 for 2018 to 2023 models. New MSRP is $31,000 to $35,000. These bikes exceed 100,000 miles routinely. Red flag checklist. Check for coolant leaks around radiators and water pump. Listen for unusual noises from engine. The flat 6 should be silent. Verify dealer service records. This engine requires professional maintenance. Check for oil leaks. Avoid bikes with service gaps exceeding 8,000 miles. Number 10. The Yamaha XJ600 engine, 𝐏𝐂𝐑 engine. Engine family: ID 598 cubic centimeters inline 4. This engine appeared in the Yamaha XJ600, XJ600, 1984 to 1999, and related models. Why it lasts: air-cooled simplicity with liquid-cooled heads. This unique design provides cooling where it matters most, the valve area, while keeping the engine simple. The inline 4 is balanced. Yamaha tuned this engine conservatively. It makes moderate power at low stress levels. The design is proven over decades. The one killer weakness: carburetors. The 𝐏𝐂𝐑 uses 4 carburetors that must be synchronized. Neglected carbs cause poor running and eventual damage. Clean and sync carburetors regularly. Later models with fuel injection avoid this issue. Maintenance sensitivity: low to moderate. Oil changes every 4,000 miles. Valve checks every 12,000 miles. Carburetor cleaning and synchronization every 2 years or as needed. The maintenance is basic, but must be done. Example bikes: Yamaha XJ600 used $1,500 to $3,000 for 1984 to 1999 models. These are budget bikes with legendary reliability. Red flag checklist. Listen for rough idle or uneven running. Indicates carburetor issues. Check for oil leaks around head gasket. Look for blue smoke on deceleration. Verify regular maintenance. Avoid bikes that haven't run in years. Carburetors will need complete rebuild. Number 9. The Honda Rebel 250 engine. Engine family: D. 234 cubic centimeters parallel twin. This engine appeared in the Honda Rebel 250, 1986 to 2017, with minimal changes. Why it lasts: simplicity and low stress. The parallel twin makes 21 horsepower from 234 cubic centimeters. That's minimal stress per cubic centimeter. The air cooling is adequate because the engine barely works. The carburetor is simple. Honda designed this engine for beginner riders who might neglect maintenance. It tolerates abuse. What's the highest mileage you've seen on a motorcycle? Let us know in the comments. The one killer weakness: neglected oil changes. The Rebel's engine is simple, but it requires clean oil. Neglected oil changes cause cam and valve wear. Change the oil regularly and this engine never quits. Skip oil changes and it dies prematurely. Maintenance sensitivity: very low. Oil changes every 3,000 miles. Valve checks every 12,000 miles. Clearances rarely need adjustment. Clean carburetor as needed. That's it. This is beginner level maintenance. Example bikes: Honda Rebel 250 used $1,000 to $3,000 for 1986 to 2017 models. These bikes run forever despite abuse. Red flag checklist: listen for cam or valve, noise at idle. Check for oil leaks around cylinder head. Look for smoke. The engine shouldn't smoke at all. Verify oil changes have been done. Avoid bikes that sat for years. Carburetor and gas tank will need cleaning. Number 8. The BMW R1250 Boxer engine. Engine family: 𝐑1270 cubic centimeters boxer twin, horizontally opposed. This engine appeared in BMW R1250 models 2013 to present in various tunes. Why it lasts? The boxer configuration is inherently balanced. BMW engineered this engine for longevity. Liquid cooling, advanced oiling system, and conservative tuning combine for durability. The engine operates at low stress levels. BMW designed it for world touring where service intervals might be missed. The one killer weakness: neglected final drive. The shaft drive and final drive require regular oil changes. Neglected final drive oil causes bearing wear and eventual failure. Final drive. Failure strands you and costs thousands to repair. Change final drive oil every 12,000 miles. Maintenance sensitivity, moderate. Oil changes every 10,000 miles with synthetic. Valve checks every 12,000 miles. Requires specialized tools and knowledge. Final drive oil changes every 12,000 miles. Coolant every 2 years. This requires dealer service. Example bikes: BMW R1250. GS used $9,000 to $14,000 for 2013 to 2023 models. New models run $15,000 to $18,000. Red flag checklist: check for oil leaks around cylinder heads. Common but usually minor. Listen for unusual noises from final drive. Whining indicates wear. Verify dealer service records. This engine needs professional maintenance. Test for smooth operation. Avoid bikes with service gaps. Number 7. The Kawasaki Ninja 650 engine, parallel twin. Engine family: id649 cubic centimeters parallel twin. This engine appeared in the Kawasaki Ninja 650 vs 650 and ER6 2006 to present in various configurations. Why it lasts: moderate power output from reasonable displacement means low stress. The parallel twin uses dual counterbalancers for smoothness. Liquid cooling is effective. Kawasaki tuned this engine conservatively. It makes adequate power without working hard. The design is simple and proven. The one killer weakness: the charging system. Like other Kawasaki parallel twins, the charging system can be weak if electrical accessories are added. A failed charging system strands you. Test charging output regularly and avoid overloading the electrical system. Maintenance sensitivity: low to moderate. Oil changes every 6,000 miles. Valve checks every 15,000 miles. And the maintenance is basic and affordable. Any shop can service this engine. Example bikes: Kawasaki Ninja 650 used $4,000 to $6,000 for 2012 to 2020 models, versus 650 used $4,000 to $6,000 for 2010 to 2017 models. ER6 used $3,000 to $5,000 for 2006 to 2016 models. Red flag checklist: test charging system output. Listen for cam chain rattle. Check for oil leaks around valve cover. Verify regular oil changes. Avoid bikes with added electrical accessories without charging upgrades. Number 6. The Honda CB750 engine, SOHC inline 4. Engine family: id747 cubic centimeters air, cooled inline 4. This engine appeared in the Honda CB750 1992 to 2003 and Nighthawk 750 models. Why it lasts: air-cooled simplicity. No coolant to leak, no water pump to fail. The inline 4 is balanced. Honda tuned this engine for reliability, not peak power. The SOHC design is simple. Lower compression than sport bikes means less stress. This engine barely works at street speeds. The one killer weakness: neglected valve adjustments. The shim underbucket valves must be checked every 8,000 miles. Neglected valves tighten and eventually cause damage. This is tedious maintenance but critical for longevity. Maintenance sensitivity: moderate. Oil changes every 4,000 miles. Valve checks every 8,000 miles. This is more frequent than most bikes. The valve adjustment process is tedious, requiring shim replacement. This engine demands discipline in maintenance. Example bikes: Honda CB750 used $2,000 to $4,000 for 1992 to 2003 models. Nighthawk 750 used $2,500 to $4,500 for 1991 to 2003 models. Red flag checklist. Listen for valve ticket idle. Check for oil leaks around head gasket. Verify regular valve adjustments. Check service records. Look for smoke on deceleration. Avoid bikes without maintenance history. Number 5. The Suzuki DR650 engine. Engine family. ID 644 cubic centimeters, single cylinder. This engine appeared in the Suzuki DR650, 1990 to present, and DRZ400, 2000 to 2009, in different tunes. Why it lasts: single cylinder simplicity. One cylinder, basic cooling, minimal electronics. The DR650 engine is understressed for its displacement. Suzuki designed this engine for adventure riding in harsh conditions. It tolerates poor fuel, irregular maintenance, and abuse. The one killer weakness: the carburetor. The 𝐏𝐄𝐑 carburetor must be jetted correctly for altitude. Incorrect jetting causes a poor running and potential damage. Keep the carburetor clean and properly jetted. Maintenance sensitivity: very low. Oil changes every 6,000 miles. Valve checks every 15,000 miles. This engine tolerates neglect better than almost anything. It's designed for riders who might miss service intervals. Example bikes: Suzuki DR650 used $3,000 to $5,500 for 1990 to present. DRZ400 used $3,000 to $5,000 for 2000 to 2009. These bikes run forever despite abuse. Red flag checklist. Check for proper carburetor operation. Listen for valve noise. Look for oil leaks around cylinder head. Verify regular oil changes. Avoid bikes with unknown maintenance history. Number 4. The Honda CBR 1100X X Super Blackbird engine. Engine family. ID 1137 cubic centimeters, inline 4. This engine appeared only in the Honda CBR 1100X Super Blackbird 1996 to 2007. Why it lasts: Honda engineering for high-speed touring. The engine features dual counterbalancers for smoothness. Liquid cooling is excellent. The oiling system is robust. Honda designed this engine to run at 170 miles per hour all day. Street use is minimal stress. The engine barely works at normal speeds. The one killer weakness: the linked braking system's complexity. While not engine-related, the linked brakes share hydraulic fluid with the clutch system. Neglected brake. Fluid causes master cylinder failure. Change brake fluid every 2 years religiously. Maintenance sensitivity: moderate. Oil changes every 4,000 miles. Valve checks every 16,000 miles. Coolant changes every 2 years. Brake fluid every 2 years. The maintenance is straightforward but must be done on schedule. Example bikes: Honda CBR 1100XX Super Blackbird used $4,000 to $5,000 for 1996 to 2007 models. These are incredible values: fast, comfortable, and bulletproof. Red flag checklist. Check for valve tick. Verify coolant condition. Test linked braking system operation. Check for oil leaks. Verify regular maintenance. Avoid bikes with service gaps or unknown history. Number 3. The Yamaha Virago 550 engine. Engine family. ID 535 cubic centimeters V-twin. This engine appeared in the Yamaha Virago 550 1981 to 1999 with minimal changes. Why it lasts: air-cooled simplicity. The 75-degree V-twin is well-balanced. Yamaha tuned this engine conservatively, moderate power at low stress. The design is simple with minimal electronics. This engine barely works at cruising speeds. It tolerates neglect remarkably well. The one killer weakness: carburetor vacuum diaphragms. The 𝐏𝐄𝐑 carburetors use vacuum diaphragms that deteriorate with age. Failed diaphragms cause poor running. Replacement diaphragms cost $50 to $100 and solve the problem. Maintenance sensitivity, very low. Oil changes every 4,000 miles. Valve checks every 12,000 miles. Clearances rarely need adjustment. Clean carburetors as needed. This is beginner-level maintenance. Example bikes: Yamaha Virago 550 used $1,000 to $2,500 for 1981 to 1999 models. These bikes run forever on minimal maintenance. Red flag checklist: check for proper carburetor operation. Listen for valve noise. Look for oil leaks around cylinder heads. Verify carburetor diaphragms are good. Avoid bikes that SAT for years. Number 2. The Honda CB750 500 4-cylinder engine. Engine family. ID 736 cubic centimeters to 544 cubic centimeters air, cooled inline 4. This legendary engine appeared in multiple Honda models from 1969 to 1978, including CB750, CB550, CB500, and CB404. Why it lasts: legendary Honda engineering. The inline 4 is perfectly balanced. The air cooling is adequate. Honda designed this engine with generous tolerances and robust construction. The SOHC design is simple. These engines run for decades with basic maintenance. The one killer weakness: neglected cam chain tensioners. The cam chain tensioner can wear, causing chain rattle and eventual damage. Replacing the tensioner costs $200 to $400 and prevents engine damage. Listen for CAM chain noise. Maintenance sensitivity, low to moderate. Oil changes every 3,000 miles. Valve checks every 8,000 miles. The maintenance is basic, but must be regular. These engines tolerate neglect better than modern bikes. Example bikes: Honda CB750 used $3,000 to $6,000 for 1969 to 1978 models. CB550 used $2,500 to $5,000. These are classic bikes with legendary engines. Red flag checklist: listen for CAM chain rattle. Check for oil leaks around head gasket. Look for smoke. These engines shouldn't smoke. Verify regular oil changes. Avoid bikes with unknown history. Number 1. The Honda CB1100 engine, air-cooled, inline 4. Engine family ID 1137 cubic centimeters air, cooled inline 4. This engine appeared in the Honda CB1100 models 2013 to 2017, representing Honda's return to air-cooled simplicity. Why it lasts: modern engineering with classic simplicity. No coolant to leak, no water pump to fail. The inline 4 is balanced. Honda used modern manufacturing tolerances with old-school simplicity. The engine is understressed for its displacement. It makes 87 horsepower from 1,100 cubic centimeters. That's minimal stress. The one killer weakness: none significant. This is Honda at its finest. The only maintenance requirement is regular oil changes and valve checks. If you maintain the engine, it runs forever. Neglect is the only killer. Maintenance sensitivity, low to moderate. Oil changes every 8,000 miles. Valve checks every 16,000 miles. Clearances rarely need adjustment. This engine is designed for minimal maintenance. Example bikes: Honda CB 1100 used $6,000 to $9,000 for 2013 to 2017 models. Honda discontinued it, but used examples are incredible values. Red flag checklist: listen for any unusual noises. This engine should be quiet. Check for oil leaks anywhere. Verify regular oil changes. Examine service records. Avoid bikes with unknown maintenance history. The Honda CB1100 engine is number 1 because it represents the ultimate combination: modern engineering with classic simplicity. It's an engine that owners buy bikes around, not a bike that happens to have an engine. It's the power plant that 70s Honda would have built if they had modern technology. The CB1100 proves that air-cooled inline 4s still have a place in modern motorcycling when engineered correctly. This is an engine you buy for life, not for a few years. When properly maintained, This engine outlasts everything around it. The exhaust rusts, the seat wears out, the paint fades, but the engine keeps running. That's what makes it number one. Click the next video to continue the road trip. Join our tribe by subscribing. And if you want to support our channel and have early access on the newest videos, become a member. And don't forget to like this video.